Good morning. It's July 10th, 2015. This is Ben Hellstead. It's about probably 10 or 11 in the morning. I'm sitting on top of a hill that is on the property. Over that way is the house and Golden Valley. Lemon Valley is right over there. Hunger Valley stretches out that way for about 10 miles, and then Sun Valley is over that way, and that is Mushroom Hill right there where I first saw the property. But you know, the sun's out. Like over there to the southwest are the thunder clouds that have been coming in for like the last week or so. Every day starts off sunny, and then after lunch we basically have flash flood warnings. I've been caught in two catastrophic storms. One was about 3 days ago. There was marble size hail. I was riding my bike out there in Hunger Valley, man. I was about 4 or 5 miles out that way. There's a power line that goes across, but that's when I was racing back towards the property and the sky just turned black. And before you know it, the hail was coming down. I had to stop. Twice I had to just stand there as I was getting the beat down put on me by the storm. But you know what? Today is my birthday, so I'm feeling pretty good. This video is coming to you in high def. I'm using my Sony high def camera. And that's kind of the message for today. It's still the Builder series, or maybe it's part 10, if not, whatever part it is. That's the title, high def. You know, we're in the age of technology, high definition, HDF. But, you know, high definition, 1080 PI or whatever, you know, high def is all about being able to look at stuff with absolute clarity, my friends. You know, whether it's out in outer space, the telescopes, or just looking at the micro world, or just us filming each other. You know, there's more people with high def cameras than ever before, but you can see every detail, every wrinkle, and it's getting harder and harder to hide things in the world of high def. And HDF, you know, I kind of say that it stands for hate, doubt, and fear, you know, and that's kind of, you know, where a lot of people's minds are at. And hate, doubt, and fear are kind of the anti-energies of love, trust, and compassion or mercy. And those are kind of like the forces that are in play, my friends. And we have seen extreme examples of both in the age of HDF. But you know, with those that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, there is much glory in HDF. It's not all bad. You know, the news tends to focus on the dark stuff, like that storm coming over the hill over there. You know, that's coming down from Lake Tahoe. But that's what happens every day, these huge thunder clouds. And these are the same clouds that keep going across the United States and are wreaking havoc all the way to Boston, my friends. So, you know, there is much happening in the world that we live in. But what I would tell you is, in the age of HDF, you know, truth, you can't hide in the light. And HDF, you know, can even shoot at night. And I'll tell you what, you know, mankind can now see clearer than he's ever seen before. But what I'll tell you is, God has always been able to see in HDF. So, you know, what God hates is, you know, when we're running with the devil, you know, when we're doing things that aren't pleasing him, you know, when we're reveling in sin. You know, God hates that. You know, he doesn't hate the sinner. He hates the sin. And, you know, let us never forget, you know, that it's all about the prodigal son. God forgives. All you gotta do is turn around and start walking the other way. Hey, anyway, I'm gonna end this video, but I'm alive and well up here in Golden Valley, and I'm gonna show you more about what's going on around here, which there are some truly amazing things. All right, hey, God bless.